Hi, I'm Natasha, and I would like to discuss a few tools that may be unconventional that might help you heal or at least bring more awareness to yourself or the people around you. Today, I'm going to talk about moon and the sign of Aries. So, for me, having moon, which represents emotions, being an Aries sometimes poses a challenge for me because Aries is very quick and impulsive and doesn't really like to think about things like in the future. It's just like, I like this, I'm going to go do it. Or I like you, you like me, we're going to make it work type of the way that energy kind of acts out. It's like a warrior, it's very brave, it doesn't really think about the consequences of their actions. The emotions can be easy to frustrate or anger, but just as easy to forgive and let it go. Um, Even if someone were to try and convince that, like this is the best activity that they should invest in, or this is like such a great and loving person that they should just, go for it and, just try it out and see how it works out. The Aries moon emotions is going to be like, if they don't feel it, they're just, you can't convince them otherwise that, those feelings are going to change. They know that that instinctual feeling is either there or it's not. And also, if you piss off an Aries, too much, you can actually just kind of, they'll just call it quits because of all the signs, they're the ones who are going to be very passionate about something, and then they're one of the ones to quit just as fast. The moon sign, it also represents the mother and how the mother treated the child. So the mother could have had this energy of being very kind of abrupt and aggressive to the child, kind of like very quick tempered, but just as quick to kind of calm down and get over it. The mom could have been kind of mad kind of fast or irritated. And it's just that aggressive kind of warrior type energy. It's kind of very hot and impulsive because it's a cardinal sign. The mother's like a kind of a worker, very independent because Aries is independent and likes to be on their own and think about themselves. So they're not saying that the mother was always like this, but there could have been times where the mother is very impulsive and frustrated out of nowhere and can kind of attack. And that is what I got sometimes. And this is kind of related to my Chiron and Gemini because that was like my wound, my weakness. It was reflected with my mom's insecurities, and she didn't want that for me. And so the frustrations were really quick and heated when she was really worried or frustrated that I didn't talk. And this is related to the emotions that she gave to me. And we can take the moon sign and see where it is placed in the natal chart. And for me, my moon sign is in the house of relationships of Libra. So I have come to the realization over many, many years that I have to learn to be more independent, know what I want, aggressive or assertive within my relationships with others. Because I'm a Libra ascendant and a Libra South node, this makes a lot of sense for me. And this has been like a yearly kind of growth that I've always worked on naturally, but even more so that I have kind of analyzed my birth chart and it's like, this is one of the things that I have to work on in this lifetime. Since your moon sign also represents your emotions, one of the things of being an Aries moon sign is you tend to like working out. For me, I personally am not that into sports. I don't watch sports, but I'm more of a doer. I have to go out there and move around, sweat. I've heard, like a theory that your moon sign kind of represents how you meditate and let off steam. So fire signs tend to need to produce some kind of heat, like working out, running, yoga, anything that's probably more physical. This can apply to other signs in your chart, but I've noticed more in moon signs. Fire signs want to work out, air signs need to communicate and talk it out, water signs need to be in water, a hot tub, you know. You're able to look at your natal chart and you recognize that you're running into certain issues over and over and over again and you don't quite understand why. This is one way that you can kind of pick apart certain parts of yourself that you were just born with and analyze yourself, look at yourself, and when you're more aware of it, you're going to be more likely to catch it when it's happening, take a step back, and make different choices or different approaches, different mindsets, feelings, actions, whatever it is. And when you do that, you'll slowly create new behavioral patterns for yourself, new programming in your mind. And when you continually work on that, you're going to have like better outcomes. Okay, that pretty much concludes my Aries in the moon sign. It is also a very masculine sign. That doesn't mean the person, if it's a female like me, is very masculine, but it does kind of give off a very independent, tough, masculine type energy. Usually represents a wounded feminine because that's when the masculine energies come out to protect themselves. And that makes sense. So when you know a female with a moon in Aries, not a lot of people can handle them because they're so independent, and it intimidates a lot of guys. So that is my little analysis, personal awareness of the moon in Aries from someone who has one. Okay, bye.